They call them dulls, but they're anything but. I have some bad news for you. It's Friday, April the 14th. Friday the 14th. Oh no, Monka S. Monka S. I hope Freddy Krueger doesn't come and get us. Pardon me, nice start with the burp and everything on this. The Tradle does not work today. So if your favorite, if you're about to, you're waking up from a coma, and you're saying, "Oh boy, I sure can't wait to see my favorite streamer play Tradle." I'm sorry to inform you that Tradle does not work today. So we're gonna start on Globla instead. By the way, let me teach you a little millennial trick here, okay? If you see this Start Now button, anytime you see a green Start Now button on the internet, you should always be skeptical. Because the real download link is like a little bit of blue underlined text that says download. Do not just go for big green buttons. This is meant to trick, it's meant to be a neuron activation that tricks your brain, okay? So we're going to click on the globe to play. We're going to start with Algeria. Holy cow, it's 10,000 kilometers away from Algeria. I'm going to say that this puts us on Eastern Asia. And let's go with Vietnam. Holy cow, it's much warmer. It's 810 kilometers away. Can I get a Bangladesh? See, that's cooler, is the thing. Can I get a... I mean, that looks like more than 800 kilometers, but can I get a South Korea? No, that's warmer too. Okay, you know what? We might be looking at maybe a Papua New Guinea. No? Okay, I'm very confused. Maybe a Singapore? That kind of seems to fit the bill here. Oh! Not so bad, not so bad. Okay. Worldle. Now, I will tell you on Worldle, this is not Singapore. This certainly looks like an island. I could not tell you whether it's the Caribbean. I could not tell you. I simply couldn't tell you. I don't have an answer for you. But I know it's not Singapore. Can I get like a... Can I get a Malvinas? Is this a Malvinas? Not even close. It's 7,000 kilometers north of Malvinas. That could, I mean, Malvinas, Falkland Islands is way down there. This could be in northern South America. Can I just placate people and give them a Venezuelan guess? 92%. It's a little bit west of Venezuela. Doesn't look like Colombia. Colombia is a little rounder. 1,500 kilometers. So is it like Easter Island off the coast of Chile? Oh no, I'm in trouble. It's not Ecuador. Ecuador is a little rounder. It's not Peru. It's not Chile, I think. Is it Costa Rica? It's more north than west, I feel, but oh, it's 353 kilometers east of Costa Rica. Is it Bermuda? We already did Barbados yesterday. I'm not very Caribbean pilled. What's the... It's not Suriname. It's not... There's an island over here that we got in GeoGuessr all the time. Suriname is not an island. Or is it Suriname is an island? Or Curacao is what I'm thinking of. Curacao. Oh, that's just like the Netherlands. That's not fair. I thought for sure this was going to be Curacao. Southwest of Bermuda by 3,000 kilometers. I mean, it's like northeastern coast of South America. Could it be Anguilla? I'm in trouble, lads. Maybe this is St. Kitts and Nevis. Maybe it's just Nevis hold the St. Kitts. Oh, no. What is it? Panama. Oh, no. I didn't think that Panama was like this. I thought Panama was more like boop. I didn't know it was like more, it's more horizontal than vertical. It's rotated? That's not fair. They're rotating in Worldle? It's not rotated. Oh, okay, never mind. There's not one guy, like 10 people said it's rotated, and I believed it because it confirmed my inherent bias. Which one of these is the canal? Is this the canal? Yes? No, it's the thin part. It's the skinniest part. Am I looking at this wrong? Is the white part the country and the dark part is the canal? It's right in the middle. It runs north-south. Any eye users in the chat? Yeah, people are like, half of chat is like, it's obvious, and half of chat is like, it's not on this map. Look at Google Maps. I'm familiar with what the Earth looks like. Don't insult me. Just like out of context. They gave me Google Maps, I would be like, look at that. That's the Ever Given. You're going to be like, that's stuck in the Suez Canal. I'd be like, no, that was 2 years ago. Now it's stuck in the Panama Canal. It's on a world tour. You can gain context by consulting Google Maps? Yeah, why don't I just open Google Maps while I play Worldle and look at every single country until I find the country that is the Worldle one. And then be like, wow, look at that. It's Panama. And then type it into the other window. Why didn't I think of that? Good idea. Okay. Box office game. Whew, we got some big movies here. It's the weekend of April 21st, 2017. Now April's not a big month for movies necessarily, but a Disney film that made $470 million in 6 weeks. That's quite a big movie. That could be a Marvel movie. It could also be an animated film. Now, nothing opened this weekend. There's a Universal movie that's at 163 million. Had a big drop off though. Is it possible in week 2, is it possible that this is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? No? Okay. Warner Brothers movie that made, it's on 31 million in week 3. 20th Century Fox, 136 million in week 4. Week 4? Could you be like X-Men Apocalypse? No. Okay, let's get some tips then. Let's get some tips. Actor 1 in the Universal, Vin Diesel. Okay, this would be Fast 7. Furious 7. We're going to hold off on this one because, I mean, it's obviously, it's a Fast and the Furious. I don't know which one. We're going to, you know what? Let's spend our guesses. How many? We got 7 misses left. This is the Fate of the Furious. Okay, thank God. 20th Century Fox, let me get an actor. Alec Baldwin. And it was crushing at the box office. Well, 4 weeks, it made 100 and... You know what? Is this, There's no way Alec Baldwin will be top billing in Mission Impossible. What's wrong with you? Let me get a genre. Ah, it's the Boss Baby! Yo, incredible use of the genre tag. We almost never look at the genre, but I was like, this one, it just feels right. I mean, we're going to know this real quick. I almost feel like we shouldn't wait for the actor. It's a family fantasy romance. 2017. It's like, what came out 1 year before Moana? I feel like it's too early to be Frozen 2. I'm going to take an actor. Emma Watson's The Beauty and the Beast remake. I hate giving up those 40 points, but there we go. Warner Brothers, 31 million. This is a tough one. This is not a blockbuster. Let me get the actor. Morgan Freeman. The genre is crime comedy. Old dudes doing crimes. It's got to be one of those, right? Could this be, I was going to say Red 2, but I'm pretty sure that's from like 2014. Actor 2. Michael Caine. Tagline. You're never too old to get even. I would like to reveal all hints. Desperate to pay the bills and come through for their loved ones, 3 lifelong pals risk it all by embarking on a daring bid to knock off the very bank that absconded with their money. Director, Zach Braff. I honestly simply do not know the name. Hey, Ewoder, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I do not know this one. So I mean, I have to, let's just hit give up. Going in style. All right. I'm not 75 yet, so I'm not, I haven't watched any of the old people behaving badly. I haven't seen, 80 for Brady. I haven't seen, I have seen Bad Grandpa, or no, wait, I've seen both of the Grandpa movies. I've seen, Bad Grandpa, which I believe is Johnny Knoxville pretending to be old. That movie's kind of funny. And then I've seen Dirty Grandpa. I talked about it before. Dirty Grandpa has one of the most disgusting scripts I've ever seen in my life. Or I've ever watched, I guess, in my life. It's actually, I don't get offended easily. It's extremely offensive to me. The lines that Aubrey Plaza says in that movie make me want to throw up. I know we've said this, we've done this exact bit before. Like what? Well, let me just find some shit that Aubrey Plaza says. IMDb, Dirty Grandpa. Parents Guide for Dirty Grandpa. I'm going to tell you, don't let your kids watch it. That's the parental guide for Dirty Grandpa. Okay, hang on. I got to close this. They want me to get the app. I'm done with apps. I'm just telling you, I'm done with apps. Has a 21 Metascore, a 5.9 out of 10 from the esteemed crowd that reviews movies on IMDb. Did you know? Trivia. User reviews. There's urgency in De Niro's recent years' hyperactivity. What the hell does that even... Where's my quotes, man? What happened to the quotes page on IMDb? Quotes. Okay. So Lenore is played by Aubrey Plaza, and Dick Kelly is played by Robert De Niro. Lenore, for what it's worth, I still really want to fuck you. Dick Kelly, oh, we're gonna fuck. Lenore, yeah, we are. Dick Kelly, we're gonna thunderfuck. Lenore, you're gonna tsunami on my face. Dick Kelly, you're gonna flood like the Nile. Lenore, yeah, I guess the drought in my pussy is finally over. Dick Kelly, the villagers will finally eat. Lenore, you're gonna die while you're eating me out. I want your last breath to be in my pussy. That's one, like, rapid-fire exchange. I hate it. Like, it's so... It's not funny. It's funny that I'm reading it. Look, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can do this. I haven't done it for a long time. Lenore, I want you to tear open my bra like it's a social security check. Lenore, tell me you've fallen and you can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up. Lenore, tell me how things were better under Eisenhower. Lenore, we like Ike. Lenore, are you coming or dying? Dick Kelly, I'm not sure. Maybe both. This shit is like, it's just offensive. Dick Kelly, we have a long-standing bet. Who's the better golfer? Obviously, I've got the bigger 3-wood. Lenore, good. Maybe you can use it to hit your balls right into my vagina. Like, look at this shit. This is how I feel like when directors are like, we didn't really write a script. We got such a talented cast that we just put the cameras on them and let them go. And look at the solid gold that came out. You might want to try hiring like a writer for the next one. It's just not a good movie. The golf one is so bad, it's good. You get what you deserve in media. That's all I'm going to say about that. Sony Pictures, actor, Demi Lovato. This movie is called Demi Lovato, Simply Complicated. Nope, okay. I thought for sure I had that one. And Rainn Wilson. We just got to give up on this one. More to the story, they were never alone in this fully animated all-new take on the Smurfs. Okay, I'm going to say that this is the Smurfs. I'm going to say this is the Smurfs 2. I'm going to say this is the Smurfs Lost Village. 52nd percentile. What is the tagline? More to the story? They were never alone? A mysterious map sets Smurfette and her friends brainy, clumsy, and hefty on an exciting race through the Forbidden Forest, leading to the discovery of the biggest secret in Smurf history. Featuring the comedic stylings of Demi Lovato, Rainn Wilson, and noted actor and Dungeons & Dragons fan Joe Manganiello. And directed, of course, by perfume commercial specialist Kelly Asbury. The Smurfs, The Lost Village. It cost $60 million to make, grossed $40 million. It hit $200 million worldwide. I'm sure they're doing fine. Not a great weekend at the multiplex. I can't believe I've seen 2 of these movies, though. I have seen Beauty and the Beast, and I have seen The Boss Baby. The Boss Baby is better than Dirty Grandpa, by the way. Which is kind of crazy. I would hope so. I mean, The Boss Baby's not good. I see In Bruges. I see Under the Skin. I see The Last King of Scotland, maybe. I don't know. Give me a second here. Definitely, I see P.S. I Live You. I see P.S. I Love You. I see Die Hard. Live Free, Die Hard. Okay, so you start here. Live Free, Die Hard. P.S. I Love You. Under the Skin. Scotland and Sightseeing. Okay, so now we got Under the Skin, In Bruges, Live Free, Die Hard, P.S. I Love You. Let me think. Let me cook on this one for a minute. P.S. Free. They live. The live. I'm sipping. You know, all you gotta do is tell me what you're sipping on. Hey, Ironoosh Fadu. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In the free you. I die under Bruges. Scotland. In. Live in the love. Live in the love. Is that a movie? It sounds like Live in La Vida Loca. Sightseeing in Scotland? Well, Bruges. The 5th one's always the tough one, man. Live under, no, Hard Skin, Hard Scotland, The Last King of Scotland. Live, laugh, love, Scotland. You die in Scotland. Live, P.S. Hitman under free. The might be an easy one. The hard loved Hitman. The die in love. This seems like the hardest one to find one on. Die free, live hard. I just feel like I'm not OCD. I would just like these to be in order because they can be. Live free, die hard. In live I. I live in Scotland. I live in skin. What is this? The skin I live in? The skin I live in. I have no idea what this is. It's an amazing movie. It's a psycho movie. It's Pedro Almodovar. I don't know it. Honestly. We got 5, but that's pure luck. Hey, Andrew Ski 519, thank you for the gifted subscriptions as well. Thank you. Click on the more info button. No, I'm not as good as... You ever see a streamer read something on stream? They just go like this. Someone, no. It's usually like, hey, Bill the Gamer, thanks for the 15 bucks. What's your favorite movie? I've always wanted to know what your favorite movie is. I was interested to know what your favorite movie is. Hey, Tom the Gamer, thanks for the 15 bucks. I was just wondering what your thoughts are on Tacos Al Pastor. I've always wanted to know your thoughts on topics. Like they just mumble it and they pretend to, they read it out loud so they get the credit for having read it out loud, but it never gets into the brain. I'm just cutting out the middleman. I'm not going to pretend that I'm ever going to remember. I don't even remember the name of the title right now. Now that it's off the screen, it's already gone. The stuff that happens in this 5-hour window daily, it doesn't get into the cerebrum. I'll finish the stream and then I'll like see a clip from the stream and I'll be like, that clip's pretty funny. I completely forgot that happened. The rest of my life makes it into memory. This part, you gotta, as a streamer, I think you gotta enter like a little bit of a fugue state just to keep the banter running for 5 straight hours. Because you're talking nonstop. There's never a moment you sit down. You know what, like if you do public speaking, you're so nervous before you give your speech. You got a 5-minute speech for 8th grade English class or whatever. When you give your speech, hopefully you've practiced it. The 5 minutes go by in what feels like 45 seconds. You get down, you have some relief, and you go, wow, that was nothing. It felt like it was over so quickly. Meanwhile, everybody else's speeches, you're like, shoo, shoo. Imagine doing that 5 hours a day. It's not as nerve-wracking, but like the time when you're talking, you're so focused on the talking. You're not doing any listening. You're not even listening to what you're saying. You finish the stream, and you're like, what the hell did I say for the last 300 minutes? It's a time dilation chamber. Movie to movie. Hey, 2 movies I've seen. 2 movies I've seen. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, too. It's like driving home and spacing out until you're in the driveway. You're like, what the hell? Did I stop at that stop sign on Maple Street? Whatever. I'm in my driveway now. 2 amazing movies I've seen. Pacific Rim and Max Payne, starring Mark Wahlberg, Olga Kurylenko. I don't remember who else is in this one. Pacific Rim, guy who's never been in anything else. Maybe he's in Sons of Anarchy. Rinko Kikuchi, Idris Elba, Charlie Day, English guy who was in Game of Thrones. I feel like Ron Perlman. Am I correct in the assumption Ron Perlman's in this? We got to get to probably Mark Wahlberg. Which I feel like the easiest way to do that. Charlie Hunnam, dude, he's in what the fuck am I talking about? Not Sons of Anarchy, but yes, Sons of Anarchy. He's in Raised by Wolves, the one where the lady turns into a tree. Clifton Collins Jr., the guy who you always think is Rob Schneider, but it's not Rob Schneider. You're like, that's Clifton Collins Jr. Ron Perlman, Charlie Day, Bern Gorman, the British guy from Game of Thrones. Anyway, I've got to get to Mark Wahlberg. Can I tell you one way I think we could do this that's a little tricky? How about Ron Perlman, Blade 2, Wesley Snipes, fish for an Expendables, and then see if Mark Wahlberg's in this. He's not. But Mark Wahlberg has definitely been in a movie with some of these guys, including Kelsey Grammer. Is the what you know what? I mean, I think I have to go Jason Statham, Hobbs and Shaw. I took a gamble, maybe it didn't fully work, but you go Dwayne Johnson, the other guys, Mark Wahlberg, Max Payne. The long way, but the fast way. It's not so bad. Plus, we got to connect through Blade 2. Charlie Hunnam is not in Raised by Wolves, brother. If you'll excuse me here. You may be right for the record. Raised by Wolves, IMDb. If that's not Charlie Hunnam, it's a he's a lookalike. You're right, it's not Charlie Hunnam. His name is Travis Fimmel. Holy cow. Dude, his star is falling. He's only at 56th in the IMDb top 500 star meter right now. He's got a... It's because they canceled Raised by Wolves, man. His star meter is crashing. What the hell? They look identical? I'm stunned that it's not the same guy. Raised by Wolves kind of dog shit. I mean, I can't do the Ridley Scott bit again, but like I'll watch anything he does that's sci-fi, because I think definitely season 1 like started. It's the same as every Ridley Scott science fiction production since like 1977. Started like interesting, and then like by the end of the first season, you're like, what the hell are they fucking talking about? And then season 2 I didn't watch, but I do know that a lady turned into a tree at some point. A robot gives birth to an incredibly long serpent. Like, but I'll watch it because at least it's not. At least it's interesting. You know, it's not just another 900 minutes of like 12 wannabe influencers blow each other in a beautiful locale on Netflix, starring Nick Lachey as the host. Guess the game. This looks like a early 2000s RPG. Maybe this is Fable. Fable 1. Metacritic score of 81. Maybe this is what Fable 2 looked like. Originally on the PC. Skip me? It's a more it's not just WoW, right? We've had World of Warcraft before. It's not EverQuest. We had EverQuest before. Is it Ultima Online? Is it Black Desert Online? Released in 2012. Can I zoom in? Scholar Drogon, destroy that foul totem. Champion Svanir Shaman Chief, how dare you defile my spirits? People be like, the story's so good. Oh yeah, by the way, this is where the story takes place. I can't follow all this shit. What is this? Is this, it's a Korean MMO, 2012. It was called... I can't remember. Skip me? It's developed by ArenaNet. This is my last one. I just got to be honest with you. I don't know what this is. We even got a GIF and everything. All I can think of is like Anarchy Online. It's not even here. I don't think it's Ultima Online. Maybe it is. No, Dan played that. That's 2-1 Go Once to Noma. That looks like SimCity 1. Maybe it's Bless Unleashed. Bless. Let's look at the other Blesses just in case. Bless Unleashed. Nope. Guild Wars 2, of course. Of course. I should have known. ArenaNet. All they've made is Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2, right? It's shut down? I thought people were like into Guild Wars 2. WildStar. That's another one we could have guessed. But I know it's not from 2012. Because I remember Josh talking about playing WildStar for like 7 years before it came out. Gamedle. One guide yet again? I mean, I guess I'm the problem with the world. Because, like, someone writes something, and then I read it and assume they're telling the truth. My bad. I got some faith in humanity. This is Crisis 3. This is Crisis 2. It has that, like, chrome aesthetic. This is Battlefield 4. Oh, it's a gun. It's a science fiction shooter. I'm skipping this one. I don't think we gleaned enough info. This is Siberia. I have no idea what this is. One life remaining? One live remaining? It's Gears of War 4. Oh! That's tough. Gears 5. So close. I did exactly the same thing. I didn't know they made 5 Gears of War. I thought they made 3 Gears of Wars and 1 tactics game. What game is this, man? What fresh hell is this? Dear God, Niles! This is Forunio Rolento. This reeks of, like, King of Fighters. Nope. Could this be like Street Fighter 1? Doesn't even exist. Skip me? Two-round Sodom? The hell is this Optimus Prime fucking Cairo Cedro? This Optimus Prime wearing jeans, dude? What is this? Is this really not King of Fighters? Could it be 96 instead? 3-round Edel. What the hell are those, dude? He's got a damn camel toe? I have no idea. That's not giving it to me. I'm gonna guess that it's Final Fight. Incredible. Final Fight, 1989. Some pretty incredible art in that game. He's cracked. Okay, now this, you gotta put yourself in the Mind Palace for this one. This shit is nearly impossible. It's Dark Souls 2. It's a Nissan Rogue. Okay, it's earlier than Dark Souls 2. And it came out probably on PC. And it's first person. This is Counter-Strike Source. It's definitely PC. It's not first person, but it's not first person or third person, but it is a shooter. What the fuck? It could be a top-down shooter on PC. Top-down shooter, Hotline Miami. Ooh, isometric bird view, single player between 2004 and 2012. And it's like an indie shooter. Can I just try The Binding of Isaac? Of course. It's just that easy. We actually got one today. It's the second time we've had an Isaac in a... I think we had it in Guess the Game once, too. Daily Tomato Movie Trivia. You should try that game. Good one. Okay, it's a 1998 one-word comedy. It's beloved. You know what I think this is? I think I know this immediately. 1998, one word, beloved by critics and audiences alike. There's no doubt in my mind that this is Bowfinger. Steve Martin, Eddie Murphy, Heather Graham. An almost indefinable genre of its own. A comedy with a menacing edge, an ironic romance. Hard to call. Skip me. A serial you don't have to put an ad in the middle of two guesses when you got the same... Listen, a satirical comedy full of dry wit and adolescent absurdities and a bittersweet Valentine to manipulative misfits who actually find the love they deserve. Next clue. A glorious... It's Rushmore! A 15-year-old student at a private academy. It's Rushmore! It's one of my, it's in like Flint, one of my favorite movies. I like your nurse's uniform, guy. These are OR scrubs. Oh, are they? You've never heard of Rushmore? It's Wes Anderson's second movie. Rushmore is really good. I believe it's post Bottle Rocket, yeah. What's your favorite? My favorite is Rushmore. But admittedly, I've only seen Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, the Royal Tenenbaums, The Life Aquatic, and the Darjeeling Limited. Wes Anderson, I know that like everything he's done since then has been really, really well liked. Darjeeling Limited, it did damage to me. It was like a cannonball to the stomach. I saw it in theaters. I don't even like Life Aquatic that much. The movie is very aesthetic, don't get me wrong. I think that Life Aquatic is like a 6 out of 10. Rushmore's a 10. Royal Tenenbaums is like an 8, 9, somewhere in there. I'm sure I'll see Fantastic Mr. Fox at some point. Because I have a child. Dude, we're in like everybody's favorite section. The chrono photos and the Housedals. The Moonrise Kingdom girl was in my year at school. Yeah, well, I was in music class with the girl who played Colette in our local theater's production of Les Mis. So I guess we all know someone famous. She was a pretty good singer. I smoked pot with Johnny Hopkins. You mean Cosette? Yeah, whatever. Colette. We in Canada we call her Cosette. I mean in Canada we call her Colette. Out of respect for Tony. Naruto AMV for 2007. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. I've seen Ian McKellen's penis live. Was he on stage or are you just great friends? Was he in Equus? Okay, his chrono photo. This shit is like 1950s. This is like the birth of the United Nations. This is the first meeting of the United Nations in 1948. Oh my God! It's Halloween. POV, you are about to see two elderly people jump off of a cliff and then have their heads smashed in with a comically oversized hammer. I have no idea, dude. Hey, Andrewski, again, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. But I'm just going to say this looks like Switzerland to me. Because I see a Vaughn. But that doesn't matter because this is not Time Guesser. Just got to pick a year. This looks like the 50s to me. Give me 55. Oh! Oh. This is a Costco parking lot. World's first Costco parking lot. What's crazy is people are going to be like, this is America, but this is actually definitely Europe. Hi, honey. You just close the door and lock mommy out? Why? Oh, because it's daddy's room. Here. Hi, honey. That's Charmander. He's spinning around, right?
Yeah. That's too much spinning.
He's too much spinning?
Yeah.
What's he going to do? How's he going to feel?
Not good.
Not good, because he's going to get dizzy, right?
Yeah.
There's a fish spinning around, too.
Yeah. Fish swim.
Fish swim?
I see a Pika.
You see a what?
Pika.
Oh, you saw a Pikachu.
Pika. Pika, Pika.
Can you do that into the microphone?
Pika, Pika.
Pretty good, right? Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Pika.
Pika's your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah.
Who's daddy's favorite Pokemon?
Gengar.
Gengar?
Yeah.
I think Gengar is mommy's favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
Who's daddy's favorite Pokemon?
Gengar.
There's a Gengar.
Yes.
You look so cute with your little hair bobble.
Happen.
Yeah, it's a hairpin.
She didn't give it to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You look so cute, too. What do you got in your shirt today?
Bunny.
There's bunnies.
Yay. Hooray.
Yay, hooray.
Let's get in the car.
What are you doing here? Are you giving me a desk audit? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. You're not happy? You're happy. Then clap your hands. Oh, you okay? Oh, it's not music time. That's my bad. It's not music. I should have known. It's not music time.
I got Tomo ran in like, I think he just wants to go home. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. It's not music time. What was I thinking? Hi, Tomo. Hey, can I pick you up, Tomo? Hi, Tomo. You're looking cute too. Oh, okay. This guy, I was recording. I know we're stalling here. Welcome to my life. I was recording a Super Auto Pets episode. This guy came in begging for pets. I was like, I can't, because he's too much of a loose cannon. Even in the episode, I was like, he always like whips his tail and unplugs something and breaks my whole setup. And then a second later, he goes, whoop, unplugs something. My camera goes black. My microphone turns off. Then like 3 seconds later, it comes back in. Here, Tomo. We gotta go, buddy. You lost your privileges for being inside, okay? Tomo. Holy cow, he's crazy. He's in his cat tree now. He refused to go outside. You can stay in your cat tree. You just can't be whipping your tail around. Now he's like, pet me. I'm sorry. He's got to go. It was literally yesterday. You, Tomo. We got to go, buddy. Don't just go back into your cat tree. Okay, he's back in the cat tree. Anyway, shortest dull section of all time. Dude, I've only got like an hour and a half for Jackbox. It's like one Wild Frost run. Okay, we got to go a little faster. This is 1972. 77. It's not so bad. This is like Silicon Valley 2001. Tomo, I'm just being real with you, man. I know that you don't know what I'm saying. You can't be behind the computer in the cords, okay? You gotta go. You go spend some time with Ruka, okay? He's crazy. Cords are out there, headphones wrapped around the wheel. He's been banished. What on earth is happening here? This is like a Pizza Hut lunch buffet circa 1986. Something about this just screams 1991 to me. It's the colors, it's the plaid, it's the striped polo. I mean, honestly, she's kind of serving though. The plaid shirt tucked into the high-waisted corduroys. She's giving heavy Lilith vibes right now from Frasier. It's 1999? Where the hell was this photo taken? This is not how people in North America were dressing in 1999. They all had the wicked sunglasses or like the Ross Bagliati hat or something like that. Maybe this is Australia or something. I don't know where this is the Midwest. What is this flag? This screams Canada to me. Bro, people were not wearing this color in 1999, I'm telling you. Not where I lived in Canada, at least. It's Mardi Gras. All right. Well, you know, I can accept my loss on that one. 28-54. They were, though? Not in Kingston. We have a more highly educated populace. People were wearing the jeans that had a zipper halfway up the leg so you could zip them into shorts. We were a more dignified population. We were wearing tearaway pants with no pants underneath. So if you ever caught like part of your tearaways on like a doorknob or something, everyone would see your underwear. Housel. I'm just going to go ahead and say it on Housel today. They need to get a gardener. If you want to have a rich person house, this shit is Jurassic Park. I know I'm being rude. I'm not necessarily pro landscaping. Or like, don't take a photo of your backyard in that case. This is untamed. Natural flora and fauna. Yeah, well, it's so natural. Look at the natural flora and fauna right next to the chlorinated swimming pool. Wow, you're so much smarter than me. You're so much more in tune with the environment. It looks cool. I have to disagree on that. It's non-functional. That's a pond. It's not a pond. Look at the color of the water. They had bath fitter out there like 3 days ago. Those are stairs? Oh, those are natural stairs. That's caused by erosion. It's not a bit. I think this looks kind of hideous. I feel like I would rather have... I mean, I don't have a yard to begin with. But I would at least like... I mean, a couple of trees, don't get me wrong. But this is like... Why don't I just live in the woods? I'm going to start a little low on this. I don't know where it is. I'm just going to start you at a 2 million. I don't know how big it is. That's too low. That seems fair. I got to say, it's not my style of interior design, but it's nicely designed. It's not what I'm going for in my life, but it looks deliberate at least. It's in Topanga, California. I don't know where that is. Take me up to 4 million. This doesn't seem like a $10 million house to me. That's too high. Okay. We got a little French countryside. What is this called? We had it before. This is French modern. I'm going to say this is closer to 2 million. I'm going to go 2.5. That's too low. 4 bed, 4 bath. I forgot what the square footage was. I didn't look. I mean, now it's just like, okay, then give me a 3.25 then. That's too high. 0.38 acre lot built in 1926. Now that's a pond. I'll go $3 million. That's too high. I'm just going to tell you straight up, we're going $2.75 million. He's done it. You're a Housel boss. Win percentage 100%. I don't know if that's ever going to change, honestly. This house looks amazing. It's different strokes for different folks. It's not my style of design for sure. 2.9 would have won. 2.7 also, it won. It won. That was a win. Not enough maximalism for me. Not enough Nashville. What was it called? Nashvilleism? Memphis? Okay, this is Time Guesser. It's the UK. Maybe this is a stupid question. Does the UK have an Independence Day? You know what? I'm I'm going to guess this is the 2012 Olympics. It just makes sense. Everyone's very excited for the 2012 Olympics. Oh my God. You guys look so cute. Have a good day. I'm going to guess this is the London 2012 Olympics. Put me near Westminster in 2012. You got it spot on. Me and my sister outside Hyde Park during the 2012 Olympic Games. Next round. I'm going to guess... Well, I mean, it's in Japan. But I think it's in Kyoto. It's hard to say. Kyoto's more like traditional, but this photo is also old. I'm going to say this is like Kyoto in 1955. This is Washington, D.C. You can see the Washington Monument. I'm sticking with my guess because that would be cheating to change it. I'm going Kyoto, 1955. Hi, honey. Hi.
Where's Daddy going?
Where's Daddy going? Daddy's looking at the map. Daddy's trying to find Kyoto. I'm a little embarrassed. It should be easier to find than this. There it is. Look, they're right on Lake Biwa. You can tell. Put me in 1955. Turns out that's 1932. And it is indeed Washington, D.C. We got 12 points. Okay, bye, honey.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Okay, stop. Let's put shoes on and let's go.
This is... It's like Finland again. This doesn't look like Finland to me, though. This looks... Well... I was going to say Estonia. But the double A's, the double U's. You know what? I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna say this is Estonia. This is right in Tallinn. And this is 1960. I think 1962 is fine. Give me a make guess on this one. You were 8 years off, and it was downtown Helsinki. It'll still take 7,000. That's not too bad. It was 1970. This is... I feel like I should know this skyline better. But I don't. There's lots of construction. I'm trying not to be weird about it. I'm just trying to get it. So you know what? There's not a single flag. That's what's throwing me. Inflatable 377 Gen 2 Thundercat inflatables. I don't know what Kurawa SLSC is. Surf Rescue Kurawa QC. This is a total... This is a tough one. This doesn't... I mean, listen... I'm going out on a limb here. I'm going to say that this is like... It could be Hawaii for all I know. Karawa does kind of sound like it could be Hawaii. All the signs that I can see are in English. I was going to say this is like South Beach, Miami. But I feel like Karawa sounds more Hawaiian. Either way, this is like a recent photo. Let's go. This is like 2018. And place me down. I mean, if we're wrong, we're way off, but put me down just outside of Honolulu. It's Australia. Oh, man. The boat skid says Australia? First off, what the hell is a boat skid? And this says Australia? How is this 2020? I mean, they're at the beach. And it's February 2020. I've never been to Hawaii. People were like, Hawaii's not like this. My ass has never been there. It's hard, okay? It's closer to Australia than Miami, than South Beach would have been. You should go. I am going to go. Here's the thing. When my ass goes there in October, you guys are going to be like, oh, another week off? Just remember this conversation. Librarian, put a little slash marker in here. There should be no complaining about when I take a vacation in October because everyone just told me to go to Hawaii right now in April. This is New York City. You only see these in New York City. Wholesale retail of beers and sodas. Ham's beer, 99 cents. Take me back. New York City, mid-1970s. Hey, librarian, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. New York City. Sorry, Jay. 1975, bang on. I'll take it. It's 1990? I guess I could see that. Now that I look at it, I could see this 1990. Final score, not great. I was going to say it's a Beastie Boys album cover. 28,735. Pretty bad. Not a great performance today. And finally, listed.fun. Oh my God, what is this? I'm not trying to be like insulting. I just don't really know what I'm looking at. Like, is it the dirt or is it the Yo, hey, Ron, thank you as well. Thank you. I mean, it's a ranch style bungalow. Looks like it might be 1,500 square feet. Definitely a fixer-upper. I'm going to put this at like a 200,000 to start with, but I think it depends what state it's in. Next guess has got to be higher. It's Las Vegas. I would crank that up a little bit. At 15, let's assume 1,500 square feet. I would now, honestly, this changes it a lot. I would now pump it up to like 700, if not more. It's a single family home. Next guess is going to be lower. Give me 600. I don't want to go too far down. 3 beds, 2.5 baths. More like 3 beds, 2.5 walls. Okay, let's take it down to 500. I'm not trying to just binary search. I know Las Vegas real estate, you'd expect it to be somewhat expensive. Okay, so it's over 500,000. It was built in 1980. I feel like 550 guarantees us a win on the next guess, if not this one. 1,600 square feet. You go 525, and then like 5% of 500,000 is 25,000. So we're like guaranteed to be correct here. Okay. Sold in 1996 for 130,000. At least it was like I expected this to be like 2016 130,000, 2022 550,000. Please look at the listing. No, that's fucked up. I'm just going to go look at someone's listing to like make fun of their house. Just look at a picture of it and be like, you know, it's worth it, it's not worth it, whatever. Why not? Because it's like offensive to me. What if your house is up there? Then I gotta move because apparently my house fucking sold in the last 2 weeks or something like that. Our house is not for sale, so that would be like news to me. I would not buy that for 525. That's fine. Someone just bought it for 520. I'm going to guess they're probably going to do a little bit of work on it if I had to guess, but I think it could use it. It's a bit of a fixer-upper. If I'm mad at anything with this house, it's like that. Houses like this, whatever. You can, you buy it a little cheap, but you fix it up. It's got some solar panels on the roof. That's great stuff. But like, what's up with the road, man? Like, this is a major city. I know this is not in like this on the strip, but like the road is just like, it's dirt. There's no sidewalks. There's no curb. There's no ditch. I guess it doesn't rain, but like, you couldn't at least make like a road? You know what? Maybe I'm with you. I don't think I would pay $520,000 for a house that doesn't have a road. It's a desert. It doesn't need to be paved. Isn't your shit getting all like chipped up by rocks and covered in sand and stuff like that? Yes? Oh, there's no state income tax in Nevada. It all makes sense. It's like when you cross the border from BC into Washington. And when you're in BC, when you're driving, all the roads sound like this. Cross into Washington, no state income tax. As soon as you cross the border, you get into Blaine, Washington. Last 2 hours of my drive to my in-laws' place, you cannot have a conversation except like once every 30 miles. There's like 3 seconds of really nicely paved road where you are like reminded of what the road could sound like. And then it's like for another 100 minutes. Anyway. That was the dulls today, /marker. Dulls.